Atachin chitab kolenchin en ketesiet nechome nebo Kass TV kakituye twan en logoiwekab emet cheitun somanun kwan Shadrack Mutai Itagat kakotoi sipitalit noton nebo Siloam nemiten en county nebo Kericho tetutiet noton nebo chikilisiet ak kanyoisetab buch nemokiliponi noton nebo physiotherapy koityi neran agenge nebo kenyisiek 29 kobun kokwetab Kiptulwa en Borborwet en county nebo Kericho nemwaat kele kikomyan en kasartab kenyisiek 10 chekikosirto. Kibarasta ketesiet noton nebo Kass Media noton Kass FM ak nebo Kass TV uinwek chekirangobur en tai chekibune en tai Alex Kipkurui nekiibet inendet kamugetab kowendot en kenyit noton nebo 2015 kosibgei ak koimutiet noton nebo rotetab batet ole kanyor toretet nebo sometab anan nebo somanetab anan kimuch kora konyor toretet nebo somanetab buch en sukulitab barak noton nebo Open University of Kenya ak kanyoiset kobun sipitalit noton nebo Siloam. Kokotestai kosib niton en koindo Robert Yele kobun county nebo Kericho akoibwech logoiwek cheisibi.
Kong'alale kasarta nekarutechi Alex Kipkurui nebo kenyisiek 29 kobun kokwetab Kiptulwa en Borborwet nemiten en warditab Kapsuzer en county nebo Kericho komwa CEO nebo sipitalitab Siloam Hospital en county noton Mary Aoko kole kinyor logoiyatab Alex ak uinwek chekibun en kasartab kenyisiek 15 akotil kotoret inendet.
So that we are able to see Alex and see what type of help that we are able to extend to Alex. We are so moved about his resilience and determination. We are really inspired to look at what that he has done for his own rehabilitation.
Kosubkei ak CEO noton kokochin Siloam chikilisiet ak kanyaisetab physiotherapy nebo buch konyil aeng en wikit en sipitalit noton en chengetab konyor walet inendet.
We were deeply touched and this led us to contact the family and to discuss the best way that we are able to support Alex. Beyond our commitment to provide physiotherapy services twice in a week, our aim is to stand with his needs. And today we are here to explore this type of needs that Alex needs, so that he's able to move on with his life, to be able to support himself, and to be able to be beneficial to his family at one point. And that's a strong belief that we have.
Kiibut en kenyitab 2015 Alex kourereni rugby en sukulitab werik nebo Kericho High School ako bakach sukul kotomo kowekyigei en kenyit nekosirto en sukulitab Borborwet Secondary ak konyor P-play ole kibarasta ketishoni uinwek chekibun komawendote en kenyisiek 10 chekikosirto. Kosubkei ak ng'amutiet nebo physiotherapy en sipitalitab Siloam Hospital Obed Kipng'etich kotokyingei koletit melik en inendet kosubkei ak nekiwechak rotetab batai ak koipchi Alex kaimutik.
So in that physiotherapy services, we are going to make sure that his muscles are working well, so that even though he's sitting for a long time, he can even to try to get some strength of doing some things by his own, because it's not good for somebody like him who is still young to rely on people. So hii tutajaribu kabisa in all ways we can tuweze kufanya vitu zote kwa kujisaidia mwenyewe. And so one of the things which we are going to do is to rehabilitate the nerves of his system. So we call it neuro rehabilitation. We can do it in many ways. We can be electrically, physically, and other activities, which one of them ni Kenya amekuwa akijifanyia mwenyewe pia hapa hivi. So we'll instill that, and as madam have said, itakuwa twice a week. So itamsaidia at least a regain mbio.
Kamwa Alex Kipkurui kole noton ko taunet nelel nebo kowekyigei atebetab atkai tugul nekibo tai en inendet.
Abaibai betutab raini amun kakobwa biikab Siloam Hospital nyikotoreton en ng'alekab physiotherapy. Kikokilyon yoche awendi physiotherapy twice every week. Ko kakobwa raini biikab Siloam Hospital ak nyikotoreton en noton. Amwoe kongoi kot missing en noton ak among'u ale toreton bichuton. Kotatun awendote kora amun kikimwon keleon kotatestai ng'alekab physiotherapy komie ko recovereni my body well ako tatun awendote kora komie. Amwoe kongoi missing amun kakofaren kora kokonon wheelchair age.
Aripotinye logoiwekab emet kong'eten kokwetab Kiptulwa nemiten en Borborwet en Belgut County nebo Kericho. Kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Kapkolenjin amache amuten nguni kebe bunge ole miten taitab committee noton nebo finance and national planning and public debt MP nebo Kiharu Ndindi Nyoro ng'olin kotinygei ak kakwautiet nebo serikali nebo komuch kwalda kibirikab mung'aret anan shares chebo kampunit nebo Safaricom. Ngekas kit nemwoe.
Thank you very much, Chair.
I think just for
at the right time.
No, I think at the right time, but for now, I think it's best to just withdraw that phone call so that we just make progress on the matter that we're here for.
I can't withdraw, Chair, even if I'm to end my discussion here, because my presentation today, history will prove me right. I know, and I'll table at the right time.
But you see, you've mentioned it in this committee, and once something is mentioned in this committee and the member has clearly asked for the substantiation, if you cannot provide that at the moment, it's best, as you said, when you have that opportunity to present it again, then you can come up with the substantiation. But for now, I'll kindly and respectfully ask you to withdraw so that you're doing a very important presentation. Let's not lose that. The Honorable Lady.
Chairman, let me withdraw to postpone it to a later date.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you. Go ahead, proceed.
Chairman, have you looked at mobile termination rates? What conditions precedent did we give to the buyers? Conditions precedent, and as I'm repeating, is this, Chair. You want to sweeten the deal. In the markets, we say sweetening the deal. So that, okay, I'm selling this cow, but I'm also selling with the calf. You try to sweeten. So, the condition precedent we gave is actually bigger than what we are selling. So we lose money on one hand through CA, one on licenses, 5 of them, over 100 billion shillings. Secondly, on this other side, Chair, we are here now pushing Kenyans into a corner through mobile termination rates. I know you'll do that homework. I'm almost finishing, Chair. Chairman, I'd want this committee to investigate further because the buyer we are having is not beyond reproach. If we are dealing with a buyer who is beyond reproach, the market would quiet and no one would have an issue. But then we are here dealing with a buyer who has already proven to the Kenyan people that they cannot be trusted, and especially with integrity. When Safaricom share was being listed, I was working for a stockbroker when I was in university. And therefore, I have the details of that listing. Chairman, there was a company called Mobitelea, which owned 5% of Safaricom by the time of listing. Previously, they owned more. If you look at the listing memoranda of Safaricom, this was how the shares were allocated. 35% was to be listed, 35% was GOK. 35% was our buyers. 40% in the market, which we all own. Now, Chairman, in the current memoranda, which was released by the same buyers, they now have 40%. Let me rephrase so that I am on record, I am correct. By the time of listing, 35% was GOK. That's 35%. 35% was our buyers. That is 70%. 5% was a company called Mobitelea, which was a vehicle of political patronage. The amount that was listed in the NSC was 25%, not the statement I had said before. So we listed 25%. Is in the market. All of a sudden, in this memoranda, now government has 35%, but our buyers already bought Mobitelea. So it means then the buyers were in cahoots with Mobitelea. Can Kenyans trust this company to be above board when it comes to this transaction when they already have shown their true colors in terms of integrity insofar as Mobitelea is concerned? Second one, And this one members take it now just like the one for quotation precedent. Seriously. Chairman, we are here being told about market price of Safaricom, but there is something we are not being told. That the Safaricom share price has some shades of the company share having been suppressed in the last 1 year. In June of this year, when the buyers knew their
Noton ko MP nebo Kiharo Ndindi Nyoro kokotestai koesio maket nebo serikali nebo kealda kewirikab mung'aret choton chebo kompunitab Safaricom mwaet kole mokiwong all other options komait ketil kele kimuch kealda mwaet kole konyor aro deal anan manyor kelchin okot missing serikali testai kisibi noton chitab kolenjin kakokimit Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi kotestai koboroiti anan kokimiti serikalitab emetab Kenya kibagenge nemiten en kwenutab emoni ak emet noton nebo France. Kamwa ine kole kikotestai konyor kelchin chemung'arainik koboto kora biikab emet ak kipsomaninik tilyandit nemie nemiten en kwenutab emoni ak emonoton bo France.
The theme of the summit is Africa Forward, Africa-France Partnership for Innovation and Growth. Now, I deliberately wanted to say something about the theme. It says Africa Forward, not Africa backwards. Africa Forward. So, what do we anticipate? We want to be able to see how we can collectively have a conversation about the future of Africa, about the future of France, and the partnership of France and Africa going forward, and not looking backwards. So I think this context is absolutely essential for us to prepare appropriately as we look forward to the summit. The commitment to host the summit was made during a high-level meeting between Kenya's President William Ruto and President Emmanuel Macron of France during the 79th session of UNGA in 2024 in New York. Accordingly, the two heads of state and government issued a joint communique on 24th September 2025 on the sidelines of the 80th session of the UNGA, reaffirming the convening of this summit. So basically, some thought and some prior consultation was undertaken. And for us as Kenya, we really feel honored.
Kago Loss County MP nebo Narok Rebecca Tongei serikalitab Kenya Kwanza ak President William Ruto kosipkei ak kole siretab konetik nembolo kotestai kesir chongindab konet nemu kotoret noton en somanet en county noton.
So ndio MC alipiga nduru akasema mimi sitaki mtu ambaye anaajiriwa kutoka kwingine. Hii haki yetu, nafasi ambayo tulipewa kama watu wa Narok County, watu wa Amalo, kila mtu apate haki yake. Na mimi nashukuru hiyo ilifanyika. Na ni kwa sababu tuko na rais ambaye anatupenda. Tuko na rais ambaye anajali nchi yetu ya Kenya. Akigawa nafasi hizo zote, kila county inapata haki yake, kila sub-county inapata haki yake. Kufikia hapa leo, Rais wetu William Samoei Ruto ameajiri walimu 100,000 teachers. Ukiangalia kazi ya rais, kazi ambaye ni mzuri, kazi ambaye inatupendeza for the first time in history. Hata katika Narok County saizi ndio tunaona lami. Kitonge gerete kide ure lami. Sindio? Amune. Kwa sababu kulikuwa na watu ambao walikuwa wanafikiria haki yao. Wao wenyewe ndio wako na haki, wengine hawana haki. Lakini saizi tuko na rais ambaye anatambua Kenya mzima na anajua kwamba gesirika neti kile gesira woteba Narok, agesirjeba Murang'a, agesirjeba Kisii, kila mtu kwa macho ya rais yote sisi tuko sawa sawa. Bila masomo katika nchi yetu ya Kenya, bila masomo katika familia zetu, bila masomo hata katika eneo lolote hakuna maendeleo. Mambo mawili ambayo inaleta maendeleo katika jamii ni mambo ya kuitika mwito wa Kristo na jambo la kueneza elimu. Na hiyo ndio Katoliki mimi nawafurahia sana. kwa sababu mnafanya haya mambo mawili. Mnaeneza injili ya Yesu Kristo na mnajenga makanisa na kusomesha watoto wetu ili waweze kupata akili na jamii yetu iweze kusimama vizuri. Nasema asante.
Amache chitab Kalenjin amutin en inguni agoi taonit noton nebo Eldoret County nebo Uasin Gishu. Tesetai en inguni chopchinetab kee nebo labatet nebo kenyini noton nebo Discovery Kenya Cross Country en kiwanjetab Eldoret Sports Club. Kiboisien labatanoton kiyumen anan iyumi lagok chemengechen en kamangunetab talendaisiek. Kinyoru en inguni ngalalet nebo agenge en kwenutab kabarastoik komiten ak coach inendet kora ko race director nebo labatanoton David Letting.
Kongoi mising Shadrack Mutai eng studio noton nebo Kass TV kole kemwa kemi eng kiwanjetab Sports Club nemite eng taonitab Eldoret ako betut noton nebo Jumapili weekend ni ko betut no noton netokyingei konyek tugul kiwanjet noton nebo Eldoret Sports Club ole kitetei labatet noton nebo Discovery Cross Country nekinat ku Discovery Kenya Cross Country mising ko labatet nekimangune talendaisiek eng lagok chemengechen. Ako eng betutab rani ko tesetai chopchinetab kee noton nebo labatanotok kimi kiwanjet noton netesetai chobutik tugul kimi koboto chairman noton nebo Central Rift Abraham Mutai koboto race director nenet kora ko coach David Arap Letting ak local organizing committee chotok chetesetai ak panganutik ak tetutik chotok chebo kosulda labatanotok po Discovery Kenya. Kunotok ameche kenyoru icheket asikobit koruruny mising akobo tetutik chotok chebo chopchinetab kei mara kitaune coach Arap Letting une agoi nguno chobutik anan tokchinet noton nekitokyingei labatetab Discovery nebo kenyini. Ak ingen kele kenyini ko nekit kakoit 30 kakoet labatani oune eng chopchinetab kei.
So kongoi mising mwana keput Discovery Kenya Cross Country ko kenyitab 35 kongete kakitoi. So kemi preparation kimi 90% kiyoe final touches. Kakesetan the course, kakepiman, kakoek correct. So kakebe nguno kinde pecs. So kemwoe kele Discovery Kenya Cross Country kobo nurturing the talent we discover. So ngisubistu nebo Discovery Kenya Cross Country ko chitugul nekelabat eng Kenya ini biik chebo kutit ko kikobun tugul Discovery Cross Country. So kemwoe kele tinye categories 10 kitinye 500 meters lagok chebo 5 agoi kenyisiek 7, kitinye 8 agoi 10, kitinye 11 agoi 13, ak kitinye elite junior women, junior men, senior women ak senior men. So kemwochini biik cho kele osirgei amu testai sai siretab kei. Ko siret nebo lagok keyoe eng betutab Jumamos biik chemuche kobwa, lakini ko chun memuche kobwa ko Jumapili karon ketou kesire lagok chemengechen chotok kenyisiek 12 ak kowek ng'weny. Ketou kesire kong'ete saa 12 agoi saa 3 ketou event netai. Event ni ko sponsor Nike International, Rosa Associates ak Athletes Kenya kokonech support kora ak County Government of Uasin Gishu ak region nenyo nebo Central Rift. So kemwoe kongoi bichoto tugul. So mi biik chekotoretech ku Elder Wars, kotoretech kokonech beek, kokonech tuguk alak, Coca-Cola kokotoretech kora kokonech beek. So kemwoe kora kelen ko chi nemuchi itoret lagok inyoitoret lagok. So kongoi bwana Kibut.
Kemwa categories chotok chechang chekiyoe eng betunotok bo Jumapili ako siretab kei kaimwa ile tesetai siretab kei. Tos mi chepkonda nekeboisie eng ng'alekab siretab kei, kiboisie siling ata, ako ngo mi chito neloo nemenye kolabat eng labatani tos mi komosta noton nemuch kosiregei anan nyone physically agoi komosta noton bo Eldoret?
Kesiregei free, makiyoche ki age tugul. Ko biik cheloen komi link nekesiregei ako testai nguno siretab kei. Ngeng'ololi sai ketinye karibu saiti ya watu 2000 chokosirgei ako tesetai kosiregei. So kimwoe kele free, makiyoche ki age tugul. Ki sikesiregei link ko ng'alekab AK ak AIU. So makomi shortcut, siregei kekerin ngo maktaati labat. So kisiregei eng link ako mache chekesire Athletes Kenya.
Ko kenyisiek 35 kong'ete ketoi labatanep Discovery Kenya ko kingen kele mi rwoik chotok che kiomuch omong'u anan che kiodiscover kobun labatani. Ak kingen kele kikoekitu alake much kokikobarta alake tos alak eng rwoichu ko ng'o ako eng kenyini mi alake chotok che maybe chi kiodiscover chokomwa kole nyokorwoe eng labatanep Jumapili.
Ngisup history ko chang kebele tulini biik chikitau akot Daniel Komen, Lititia Jeromei, Ezekiel Kemboi ak alak tugul chebo katikati akomi akot Kapng'oror. Kebwa chebo karibuni ko ketinye akot Vivian Cheruyot ko kiliboti lakwet nekikure Alice Timbilil nekipkoe number 2 All Cross 2003. Kitinye Beatrice Chebet, kitinye Agnes kikolabat yu. Mami chi netom kolabat Discovery Kenya. Nga kowalak season nebo cross country ndokote kebendi World Cross Country arap somok katabwone biik tugul yu amu yu ko kiwanjet nekararan. Nyone chuto kopimankei ko biik chebo kiwanjet ko keregei wakichek endurance kou ne ako preparation nekararan cross country eng rwoik chebo kiwanja.
Mara nebo let eng kebeberta nong'et ko mi ng'alekab kenyisiek mantos betunoto kosire lagok nyolu konyor ak ne tos nyonu ak birth certificates onai kenyisiek anan kisire kityo tos kosubkei ak oleul lakwet mantos ogere neng betunoto.
So ngataune elite nyone ak kipandet anan ko passport. Ko lagok chemengechen ko nyone ak birth certificate amu mekerib ng'alekab age cheating ako choto chebo meche eke ng'alekab age cheating. So ketinye biik chenikwoe ng'alechotok sorting tugul ak kondochin Abraham Mutai ko ng'alekab age cheating ko kondochin the region ng'alekab sorting anan ko vetting chebo lagok.
Kongoi mising. Noto ko coach ako director noto nebo labatetab Discovery Kenya Cross Country ng'alalak nebo ng'echeret kobun komasta nebo Central Rift Abraham Mutai. Kingen kele nitok ko age eng anan series chotok che oe eng komasta nebo Rift Valley eng ng'alekab labatet eng ain pawi kenyit nekosirtoi ko kyoai labatosiek chotok chechang mising ko cross country eng kebeberwek chotok cheterter kyoai kobun komastin bo Kapsisiwo, kyoai eng komasta nebo Mosoriot, kyoai eng komasta nebo Aldai, nguno kakit komasta noto nebo Eldoret Discovery Kenya. Une programs chotok chotinye eng kenyini ako mangan tos une tetutik chotok chebo labatetab Discovery Kenya.
Kongoi mising koge wekakas kainaikchu kekurna Abraham Mutai ane ko nebo ng'echeret eng komasta nebo Rift Valley nebo Athletics Kenya ako labatet nekitinye nekibendi kenyoru eng betutab Jumapili ko labatet nebo Discovery Cross Country kuyo kakomwowo coach nenyo ko labatani ko labatet nekikure the oldest amu kong'ete 1991 akoi nguno ko 35 years etab ketoi labatani. Labatani ko kiibwech kampunit neo nechobe ngoroik ak kweinik chebo rwoik ak wachezaji tugul ne noto ko Nike ako organizer nebo labatani ko Rosa International ako kimi ko ki Athletics Kenya asikosich kikochi technical support. Kimeche kiwekyi kongoi sponsors chechok tugul kondochi Nike, kitinye Coca-Cola, kitinye Eldowas, kitinye county government nebo Uasin Gishu ak Athletics Kenya tugul kemi sikosich kiro kele kaak labatani. Ngemwa 35 years chebo labatani ko chito netai ko labatani nekitinye 5 years ko ngo muren anan ko chepto komi konyi ngo kikitun anan kotinye lagok. So ikere labatani ko labatet ne nekit kekure nenito ko labatet nekikomuch kokon rwoik chechang amu labatani korwoe rwoik chebo Kenya mzima. Bwone nyokocheng'e icheket talent nenywa eng yu ako yemi yu kocheng'e talent kediscoveri talent noto amu mi coaches ak scouts chemi yu kobendi ichek konyoru toretet neo mising. Kimeche kesom anyun biikab bororiet asikosich kobwa koregister netai eng biik chebo elite ak other categories ak chekemeche kesom mising ko labatani kotokyingei labatosiek chebo lagok chemengechen. Kimeche anyun kesom sigik komutu lagok chebo 5 years akoi 7 chebo 8 akoi kunotok akoi 14 akoi 13 ko yoto ole mi the main focus area 14 keba junior anan ko under 20 ak chekeba senior kunoto women senior men kunoto kerwai labatani. Kakikon nafas kora nekararan amu kisom organizers kole chito nemeche registergei eng kimasta noto nebo kenyisiek 13 akowek let itinye nafas iregistergei betutab Jumamos ngo inekit ak betutab Jumapili karon ko kemusu. Eng categories chun alak keregisterne link kama kawaida amu kiona ole ng'alekab labatet ko kikisub sheria alak chekikure athletics protocols ko lazima iwe link asikosich amu sheria kolen Amagirwa eng betutab Jumapili ko lazima koib namba nung'et nekilobote eng kimasta nebo elite ko koib namba nung'et eng betutab Jumamos. Ko category nin age nebo lagok chemengechen amu tomo koit ichek category ne notok tinye chikilisiet kesome kele kosomo nini ko Jumamos nyairegistan ak inyo kora Jumapili imusu nyairegistan kotestai labatet Jumapili akoi saa 3. Koyakoi saa 3 ketou anyun labatet nyo netai ak imuch kiro kele karwai lagok che chotok kicheng'e icheket eng kimasta nebo talent identification. Kimeche kemwau ki region kele kiboiboi mising amu nekit kekure boisionik chechang chebo labatet komi region inyo ko amu kitinye timit ne very dedicated kwai kasinwa. Kangemong'u nguno kakibunu keloncheni labatet nebo Sirikwa Classic ne notok kora bo cross country ko kenyit nebo 5 ko notok ko labatet netinye level nemi barak eng kimasta nebo categorization nebo labatosiek chebo emet ne notok ko gold category ko notok kekure world event ma event nguno nekilen kitinye achek eng yu. Notok ko event nebwone biikab sang ak nyokorue eng yutok bo Eldoret eng kimasta nebo Lobo. Ko amakiit yotok ketoune kora kechomchome discovery. Kesome chitugul kele eng betutab Jumapili chi age tugul neiloboti nenyikere rwoi korwoe neinyone imutu lagok out koitu kiwanjetab Eldoret Sports Club asikomuch inyoru nafas ikerchigei labatet. Nai ko sponsor nebo timitab Athletics Kenya eng kenyisiek chechang ako kikomuch ichek kotoret rwoikyok. Kimeche kiwekyi kongoi mising Nai. Daktari Rosa ne noto ine nekitou labatani ko boiyot nekingonyo Kenya nyokotoi labatetab Discovery ako kikomuch ine ko discover rwoik chechang. Kimwoe rwoik cheu angot Paul Tergat, Mwafrika, Martin Lel, Janet Chepkosgei, ko rwoik choto tugul ko kidiscoveri Dr. Rosa ne inendet ko manager nebo athletics. So kimeche kiwekyi kongoi mising ine eng boisienyi. Meche kora kiwekyi kongoi local coaches chechok tugul amu boisiet noe ak kesome anyun kele chitugul yeimi kemoni kimasta nebo South Rift, Central Rift, North Rift ak Kenya musima kimasta nebo Nairobi, Mombasa counties tugul kesome kele oitu Eldoret Sports Club asinye kenyoru labatet nyo nebo Discovery. Labatetab Discovery ko labatet ne meja neyote kenyit. Angen ale kokei kakemwa komie ile kokenyor labatosiek chechang eng region ini ko kikibwat ko ki region ako ki Athletics Kenya kele kimeche keityi ichek mising biik choto chememuch kora konyor nafas koit taunit neo neu Eldoret anan koit taunit neu area neu Chepsaite akirue labatosiek cheechen anan kobwa mutai koit kimasta nebo Sirikwa. Ko koketou chekile community runs. Eng community runs chotok ko achek nguno Athletics Kenya chekebwone ground. Kibwone nyikerue eng gaa. Ko yekirue eng gaa kemeche biik chemi gaa korwai. Kimeche biik chemi gaa korwai asikosike discover icheket. Kikitou labatosiek kyok eng tarik 12 December che choto bo community runs ketoune sukulitab Ngeleltarit ako kingetar Ngeleltarit kebe Kabirsang, yekitar Kabirsang kebe Kapsisiywa, yekitar Kapsisiywa kebwa Ndaptabwa, yekitar Ndaptabwa kebe Kapkures. Ko eng betusiek kong'etege tarik 12 akoi tarik 28 ko kikimuch kerwai labatosiek 5 ako biik chekerwai labatet age tugul ko biik tofauti anan ko talents tofauti chekimuch korwai. Kakiwek kasi nguno nyekebe yekitar Discovery kebe nguno labatet nebo Sirikwa, yekitare Sirikwa ko betutab kobotoi Sirikwa kebendi kora kerwae kiwanja kidogo eng Kapsabet ak chekeweke nyekebe Keses amu kitinye nekikure Keses community run. Kesome kora chitugul kele yekiit taonitab Kesis koitu amu kimi sukulitab Lelmolok ako betunoto kimuchi kora kerwai. Ko eng nguno kemi keng'olole ng'oliotab Discovery, karibuni Discovery akyo kesom chitugul kele itun betunoto rib sait amu nyone dunia tugul nyokoloboti eng Eldoret Sports Club.
Mara nebo let kityo ako eng nwakindo ko kaikase eng tai ng'alaletab president noto nebo kibagengeitab labatet kang'alale mising akobo ng'alekab kenyisiek eng lagok choto chekidiscover kuya kidiscover nguno yo bendi discovery ko taune yoto ng'alekab kenyisiek maana tos wae ne ng'alekab age cheating matakobit ak boisietab kerichek ak ng'alekab GBV amu kakas mising kanerekyi president abo ng'alekab kaimutik choto kitinyegei ak maybe nyerset ak anyalilet eng rwoik.
Kongoi mising kokei. Ameche akot akine amwa ale ngeyoe boisioni tugul ketinye kabwatutik chekororonen chekimeche rwoikyok konyor melekto nywa. Kae kityo nguno komi tuguk kora che choto ko changamoto mising eng kimasta nebo labatet. Netai ko ng'alekab doping ko ng'oliot nekikomuch kekweri akoi konam serikalit ako eng nguno ko achek ak serikali ak World Athletics ak biikab ADA ak WADA kemi keborye ng'alekab kerichek. kokekuye ingen ko kerichek cheking'olole eng yu ko sana ko kerichek chekirutyingei. Kocham amwoe kile ale chito ingipyoni kerutin ko amu kaiyan ile imeche itestai ng'alechoto. Kimeche kesom rwoikchok kelechi kaikai mat koteshi ki age amu kuye kingen kong'etege kotoige labatet eng kenyisiekab konom eng Kenya ko kikorwai bichoto komateshin ki age tugul. Kimeche kwamis ichek komie, kolu mursik akobwa kiwanja akebendi ichek kwae boisiet nekararan. Nebo oeng nguno ko problem ne mpya nekoit ko nekikure echiting. Meche asom sigik. Kikenyoru nafasisiek alak che ngap komach keboryo ak sigik amu kamwa sigindet koteb maswali nekoi ngilen iro ile kateptono, kateb sigindet kole tos ingen lakwani komie isiro ko eng achek kisubi sheria nekimeche kiro the government document neiboru kenyisiek. Makosa ko kakimwa kele kimeche korwai lagok kong'ete 5 to 7 years ak kemutu lakwetab 10 years. Ko kenyoru advantage nemonoto. Yakimwa kele kimeche korwai lagokab 8 years agoi 10 years akemutu lakwet nebo 15 years ko kayai makosa amu kenemu chito nekakoet iyanyokorwa biik chemengechen. Makosa kora yakimwa kele kimeche korwai lagok chebo under 20 imutu chito nebo 25 years inyoru nekikure undue advantage ne noto ketou iboisie nguvut nekaiyetu ichile biik alak. Kimeche kesom sigik, kimeche kesom mwalimuinik, kimeche kesom coaches kelechi kaikai yeibu certificate age tugul nebo serikali iibu certificate. Kitinye cases neibu chito certificate nekakitil kenyisiek 5, kakitil kenyisiek 10, lakini kita nekiketil ko ki Federation of Athletics Kenya. Ko betut age tugul nekiyoe registration keshirikianige ak ministry nenyo nebo sports, ADAC ak kora kitengo nenyo nebo police, especially DCI. Ak mukesit age tugul nekakinyoru nebo certificate nemakararan kiiti kele noto ko forgery ak yoptoi kwa meset nebo DCI asikosich kotestai investigation kong'etege yoto. Ko ameche asom ale chi age tugul komekochige makosa imach itil shortcut age tugul amu kisubi sheria nebo emet kuyo ongen tugul achek kemi keboisie sheria nebo emet ak sheria nebo World Athletics. Kaikai ongebwa kerwai labatet nekararan ak kimutu ngelechi labat category ni itokyige yoto.
Kongoi mising noto ko coach nebo labatet David Arapleting nenet kora ko director noto nebo labatetab Discovery Kenya Cross Country kangalal kora koboto nebo ngecheret eng kibagengetab labatet kobun komosta nebo Central Rift Abraham Mutai kakwaruren mising kotinygei ak tetutik anan ortinwek chotok chetokyingei labatet noto nebo Discovery Kenya neke eng betutab Jumapili siretab kei kotesetai eng nguno ak biik chotok chemuch korutochi kiwanjetab sports club ko betut noto nebo Jumamos anan Jumamos ak betut nekirwae ko yatat kora eng lagok asikobit kosirgei eng labatet. Kou noto kakimwaun ibu tuguk chotok chenyolu kou certificates eng lagok asikobit kiro ng'alekab kenyisiek. Ko kong'ete kiwanjet noto nebo Eldoret Sports Club yekitokyinigei tetutik chotok chebo keyai labatet noto nebo Discovery Kenya Cross Country edition noto nebo 35 ko betutab Jumapili ko kichobotin asikobit keibun walutik tugul ak oleu labatet noto nebo lagok ak biik chotok cheechen eng kiwanjanitok. Nakata Timothy Kiplimo anendet ko Isaac Ogei awekun soet Shadrack Mutai testai ak logoiwek chotok chebo Kass Mashinani.
Isaac Ogei kong'etege county noton nebo Uasin Gishu komiten eng kibagenge ak kabarastaindenyon Timothy Kiplimo kongot mising amun en oret nekoibu labatet noton labatet nekatestai saisiekab karon nebo sirikwa. Kakilumda en betutab raini labatet nebo sirikwa classic en taunit nebo Eldoret tatat keyai labatanoton en tarikit 14 nebo arawet nenyone en Loboi village. Martin Chekunor cheruyot ak koindab logoiwechoton.
Kakiyai igorta nebo lumdaet nebo labatanatan en Lobo Village en county nebo Uasin Gishu. Labatanatan nebo Sirikwa Classic edition nebo mut kotetat kei en tarikit 14 arawet nebo aeng kenyit nebo 2026. Tetat kondochi rwoik chebo labatanatan World Cross Country Champion Agnes Chebet nikobunu kosire kabelishet en emet nebo America en kabelishet nebo World Cross Country Championship. Tetat kobo koternende title nekiibel en kenyit nekosirtoi en Sirikwa Classic. Kaboiboenchi tokset nekanyor en kasarta age Agnes Ngetich nebo koter title nenyin.
Agnes Ngetich, World Cross Country Champion, 2 times world record holder. Mine is to congratulate Athletics Kenya, led by President of Athletics Kenya, for the great work, to have a golden event here in Eldoret, home of champions, is a great achievement. It's in our liga, watoto wadogo, and it gives a chance for a young generation to come up. So I want to welcome everyone to Sirikwa Classic on 14 February. And it's Valentine's Day. Imagine you winning a global game and it's Valentine's Day. You'll be receiving flowers, many flowers at the finishing line. So thank you so much.
Tatat kotera gine title nenyin Daniel Ebenyo Simiyu negimiten ing timitab Kenya negimiten kabelishet nebo World Cross Country Championships kaimuch gobor agine boiboyenyin Simiyu kosubke ak tokset nikonyor.
It's a great honor and privilege for me to stand before you today at the official launch of the Sirikwa Classic Cross Country 2026. My name is Daniel Ebenyo, and I am humbled to be here as a winner of the last 2 consecutive editions of these prestigious events. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the government of Kenya, Athletics Kenya, NOC led by Barnaba Korir, sponsors and all stakeholders who continue to support this important competition. Because of your commitment and vision, Sirikwa Classic has grown into one of the most respected cross-country events in our nation. Winning Sirikwa Classic in the last 2 editions has been a major milestone in my career. This competition challenged me, strengthened me, and prepared me for greater success. I can proudly say that Sirikwa Classic played a significant role in preparing me for World Cross Country Championship, where I was able to win a medal for Kenya.
Barnabas Korir ko race director nebo labatanatan agaimuch kong'ong amune si komiten labatanatan emet nebo Kenya ak kamanut nebo labatanatan ele kamwa kole labatani keboisien kekimit ak kekanapta talent nebo labatet eng emet nebo Kenya.
From our youngest future champions to world-class elites. And I want to talk about the events. And the reason why we have this competition is to nurture talent. We have inputted kids events that has been going on. I think you can see in the video there, the events that will be held on that day, and it gives you the time slotted for each event.
President nebo Athletics Kenya, Jackson Tuwei.
Continue trying to bring more events. As we are sitting here now, we have applied to host the 2029 or 2031 World Championships in Nairobi. The committee is being led by Ibrahim Hussein. They have already sent their first indication to World Athletics, and it has been accepted. Now we are on the second one.
Kanyor toretet labatenaton bo Sirikwa Classic kobun benkit nebo Absa Bank nebo milionisiek 8. Martin Cheriota Chegnur, Kass TV, ureriosiek.
Chitab kolenjin ko choton ko logoiwekab emet ak logoiwekab ureriosiek cheimuch kaitun en ketesiet nebo Kass TV kongoi en boroindo nenegen nekekonon kong'eten kangetab tetutiet kakit let en yoton kokimiten ak Naomi Cherotich en oret nebo kabarunet. Kainenyu ko Shadrack Mutai.